What's going on, guys? Crypto Renegade again here for you, and in today's video I'm going to dive into decentralized social media and how it may be dominant in our near future. But before I jump into the content, I just updated my new free ebook on the 7 best ways to secure your crypto, updated for 2021. It's 100% free, so go ahead and check that out in the description, and it will also be pinned in the comments below. All right, let's get started. All right, guys, welcome back. So we are gonna jump right back into decentralized social media and how it may be dominant in our near future. Now, let's get into the most obvious and glaring issues that is on everyone's mind at the moment. The Capitol riots. So the Capitol riots have seen an immediate response from all major social media networks, with Donald Trump being banned from Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for life. Similarly, the Parler platform has been denied distribution via the Apple and Google app stores, and also denied hosting by Amazon AWS. From a big tech perspective, this is just the beginning, and the calls from lawmakers to rein in and censor Facebook, Twitter, and others will likely only increase in the near term. Predictably, there will also be an opposing call and associated pushback against the power of the state and the ubiquitous big tech monopolies to censor the voices of the people. Like it or not, these platforms have become the world's default broadcast channels, and as such, many argue that they should also be the head censors too. So what role could decentralized social media play in addressing at least some of these concerns? Well, after a massive Twitter hack in July of 2020, there were renewed calls for decentralized social media solutions that could not be compromised in the same way. The fact is, though, that there are already a dozen or more decentralized social media platforms built on the blockchain. Some are abandoned projects, some are showing real strong potential, actually. However, to date, all have struggled to gain and maintain a significant user base. And if a decentralized Facebook or peer-to-peer Twitter was actually able to attract a mass user base, would the result be a utopian dream or a dystopian nightmare? But why would these tech monopolies want to give up all their power?
Power hungry.
Soon they might not have a choice. As a free market advocate myself, it's always baffled me that you would alienate essentially half the population to make a political point, or even a bigger point, and that is, I am so powerful that I don't have to answer to anyone. That's the attitude of Twitter and Facebook and such. Apparently, when you're that big, you don't really care if you potentially lose up to 50% of your potential customer base, because you're the only game in town. Not only that, the other large players are all on your side and will follow suit in an effort to protect their unified elite tech consortium. So let's talk about some decentralized social networks that currently exist. Steemit and Minds.com emerged as the 2 most popular decentralized social platforms, each with over 1 million registered users. Both platforms can be thought of as incentivized social media platforms, as they reward users in cryptocurrency for contributing to their networks. The benefits of decentralized social media include censorship resistance, personal data ownership, which is huge, improved content curation, less or no ads, and then new content monetization models. However, despite these obvious benefits, there's a dark side to a fully decentralized 100% censorship-resistant social network model. What happens when anyone in the world can publish anything they want? Imagine a decentralized social media network that enables user privacy through encryption and Tor integration, incentivizes user contribution through a token-based reward model, curates content purely based on user votes, and runs without any sort of authority so that anyone can enter the platform to make any changes or edits once the network is live. As enticing as this may sound to free speech advocates such as myself, the outcome would most likely not be as pleasant. If content can be edited or deleted by operators of the social media network, the platform is at risk of being hijacked, and anything goes social network is at risk of being swamped with illegal content, criminal activities, and hate speech. In other words, it would quickly deteriorate into what sections of the dark web have become today. These platforms already exist, but due to their extreme content, they don't grow beyond anything beyond their small communities. So who's gonna solve this overall issue? Well, ironically, it could be Twitter. Twitter, generally the most forward-thinking of the big tech titans, has appointed a small team to develop a decentralized social media protocol. The idea here is apparently to make Twitter one among multiple services using a common standard protocol, and to move controversial issues like content moderation and banning from the Twitter layer down to the decentralized protocol layer. The aspiration here is admirable, but at the present time, it's not all clear how fundamentally centralized logic of the Twitter business model is going to harmonize with the radical degree of decentralization that would be needed to solve this. Personally, I think it's going to be decentralized protocols entirely that win, like Mayans.com or even Steemit that will win. These platforms already have millions of registered users and can upvote or downvote content by its own readers. The power is truly in the hands of the people at that point. No censorship, no oppression. Your value is truly in the merits of your content and your own words. That's it. That changes the incentive of trying to snuff out the people that you hate. When that dynamic changes, the entire game changes. Additionally, projects like Handshake and Unstoppable Domains are creating tools for the future of the decentralized internet that is not controlled by governments, by ICANN, or anyone. But we'll get into that in a future video. The bottom line is, there are always risks when you move to a new standard and/or platform. As I recall reading, people were very against the idea of moving from a horse and buggy system to an automobile back in the early 1900s. But with that said, I think that these recent events highlighted above have brought the mass monopolistic control into the limelight. And it doesn't matter which side you're on, people are always going to choose freedom. People want to take back their control, their voice, and their own power. And in my opinion, decentralized social media is going to be the only way to do this. What do you guys think? Do you think we will see some more mainstream decentralized social media platforms emerge into the near future? Something that can potentially compete with Twitter? Will the likes of Mastodon, Steemit, or Minds win? Or will a new one take over that we haven't heard of yet? Let me know down in the comments below what you feel about this. And then go ahead and click right here to watch my video on crypto art, the future of NFTs. This gives a preview of the basics of what NFTs are and a deep dive into how they work. See you guys in that video. Crypto Renegade out.